Hello, welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to look at setting up Sublime Text on your device. So if you want to start programming with HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, or any other programming language, and then you want to look at using Sublime Text as your editor, this is the video. This video will walk you through how to set up Sublime Text and start writing your program. Right, so the first thing we need to do is to head to the Sublime website. So you need to just open your browser with me. Right, so once you are on your browser, you just want to go ahead and type Sublime Text here. You can see it as a suggestion for me. And then we can head to the official website for Sublime, okay? Right, so once we are in the home page or landing page of Sublime Text, want to head to download. And then right here in the downloads page, you can select the operating system that you're working with right now. So it's cross-platform. It's available for the Mac, Windows, and Linux. And so you can just download any of the files and folders. You see there's a link here for a direct download for those of you who are on Linux, okay? Yes, so once you're done, you just have to select the operating system and the download should start right away, okay? So I'm just going to click on the Mac OS, and then if you can see, it says thanks for downloading Sublime Text. And if you look at my downloads on the browser there, you can see that the download has started. Right, so I already have Sublime Text installed, so I wouldn't be downloading. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it there because I don't really need to download Sublime Text once more. All right. Yeah, so once you've downloaded it, I want you to go through the installation process, which is simple. You just have to click through and follow the instructions, and you should be done in no time. Okay, this should take you just some few seconds to do. All right, so once you are done installing Sublime Text on your device, I want to just go ahead and open it. And once you've opened Sublime Text, this is kind of the window you see when you open it. Now, in terms of the color themes, it may be different from mine, but I'll show you how to change all of those color themes, and let's just do it right away. So you want to go to preference. If you're on Windows, you should have preference. It's one of the menu bars up here. If you're on Mac, just click on the Sublime Text, go to preference, and then you can select your color theme. Okay, so once you click on it, you have several of them that you can select. As you can see, I'm using Mariana. You can select any of these color themes that are available on Sublime Text. Okay, right, so that's that's it about the color theme. And then you can also select the font size of the text. All right, so if you come to preference and scroll through to font, you can select whether you want a larger sized font, or select if you want a smaller sized font. Yes, we can do this differently. I just want to show you how the other one could be done. But let's say you have an HTML file or a folder on desktop that you want to move to Sublime Text. One simple way to do this is to just drag and drop the file onto this, and then it should get stuck there. Another way is to come here, go to file, open folder, and then you can navigate to your desktop and just select the folder that you want to import onto the text editor, and that should be done really simply. Okay, so that is it for adding folders onto Sublime Text. The next thing we want to do, this is a simple HTML template. I'm going to show you how to get that done. But to add files, I want you to just left click on it, new file, and once you are on the new file, you want to save it so that you can add the name to the file. All right, so you can do Command S or Control S depending on the operating system that you are, or the device that you are using. So if you're on Windows, Control S. If you're on Mac, Command S. Okay, so that's just about it. And then we want to just name this main.html. All right, and then you can press the return key. Right. So once you are in the main.html, you can um, just spin up a basic HTML template. So you can type HTML and press tab, and that should generate the HTML template that we have here. Now, if you press HTML and tab and nothing works, I will fix that soon. So I wanted to go to I'm going to look at how we could do that from here. All right, so let's go to view, move on to syntax, and then as you see it here, I have HTML selected. Okay, so you can go to view, go to syntax, and then you have HTML. So if you have other programming languages, you have TypeScript, AppleScript, and so many other programming languages that you can use with Sublime Text here. All right, so if you typed HTML and then you hit tab and nothing works, you just go to the syntax and then select HTML. And then once you press HTML and tab, I think it should um, spin up the boiler page for an HTML page, right? Right, so that's about it. And then here you can just put a basic HTML page. You want to put a paragraph tag, and then you can write the tutorial. Now, don't worry about what this is. It's just for us to test how our page will run. Okay. Right. So, as you can see, we have our HTML boiler page spinned up, and then one thing we could do is we could go to the preference and then change our font size from the small to large. And so as you can see, it just increased the size of our font, and that is fine. We could also do that differently by going to the Sublime Text, going to preference, and then onto settings. Okay, so once you are in the settings, you can just increase the font size from here, right? So you can double quotation font, that size is already been suggested for me, and then you can put a colon, and then you can put the selected font size that you want. Okay, so you can put 18. Now you already have this, you can just edit the number because it says it's 13, but if you don't have anything like that, you can just type it in and save. Okay, so once you save it, is you can see that our font size has increased from where it was before. Okay, and then that equally translates to the main page that you have here. All right, now yes, so once you are done setting up, you can just go to the folder that you created before, then you can open it on your browser, right? So yes, so it has the paragraph tutorial, and I think that's it for today's video. You could create other files. So if you wanted a JavaScript file, you could just save it as main.js. Okay, right. So now you can link your HTML file to your JavaScript file. Which to link these two files, all you have to do is to head to the main.html file, and just beneath the body of the HTML page you want to add script. All right, and then we have you can hit tab, and then you have some auto code completion there. You don't have to worry about what yes, but this is how you link your JavaScript and your HTML code. And then you can then add source, then tab, and then you can write the name of your HTML, your JavaScript file here, right, which is main.js. Okay, .js, not .jw. All right, so main.js, and once you are done, you want to save it. Then to test that this all works correctly, we are just going to create a simple program, and then we are just going to console log it. We are not appending anything to the DOM. Okay, so what we want to do is to create a variable and call it const let's say name, and then our name is just going to be a string, and then let's call this person Francis, right? And then we are creating the second variable, and that variable we are just going to say age. Okay, const age, and then age is a number, so we can just pass in the number 12. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to console.log this. Yeah, so we want to log this information onto the console to show that our HTML file and our JavaScript file is working correctly, right? Yeah, so this is basically to prove that your JavaScript file works, and then we are console logging it onto the HTML page on the development environment. So yeah, so we want to console.log, and then we want to .log the name and the age, but then we want to log this as a string, so I'm just going to use JavaScript template strings. Don't worry if you don't understand this. If you do, let's say, an intro to JavaScript course and then do object-oriented programming, this should be very familiar, and this should just say my name. Okay, so we just my name is, and then we are passing the variable name, and I am, and then we are passing the age, and I am age years old. Okay, and then we save. So Command S or Control S, you can just save the file. We want to open this file on our browser, right? So once you open the file on your browser, you should have it this way, and then we want to see if our console logged properly. So you can just left click and inspect the browser tools. Okay, right. So as you can see, it says my name is, and I am 12 years old. There's maybe a typo there, right? So as you can see, this is case sensitive. We pass in the variable all lowercase. Here we have an uppercase N. Okay, so then you just need to fix that, and then everything should be fine. Okay, right. So now let's refresh our browser, and it says my name is Francis, and I'm 12 years old. Yeah, so that's all about it. Linking your JavaScript file to your HTML file. Yeah, so if you are still interested in other programming languages, that is fine, and Sublime Text should just cover that as well. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll always bring you more updates.